first of all, welcome in Prague.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here in local VMware user group. As VMware on AWS, it seems to me that there is a huge momentum in the US. Can you tell us when it's coming to the Europe?
Yeah, so we announced a while ago London as our first European site, and then going forward, we're now looking at Frankfurt as a next European city. And if you go out to the roadmap that we have available, you'll get an idea of our direction.
Okay, so Emad, you are a very well-known subject matter expert on vCenter. So I know you have created a lot of great content.
Thank you.
You have recently blogged about simplification of vCenter topology. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, so vCenter Server, back when it first came out, was a simple deployment, all services running on one virtual machine. Over time, when VMware introduced single sign-on SSO, we introduced a more distributed model, right? And that's really because of enhanced link mode. Now with 6.7, we are going back to vCenter's roots, and everything will be embedded again, and we will now support enhanced link mode in an embedded deployment model. So we're now simplifying the deployment model, cutting down on the management nodes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of VMware customers will like it. Right?
Yep.
There are some other new features which is pretty interesting. I know there is a file-based backup of vCenter server appliance. Can you talk about?
Sure. So in 6.5 we introduced file-based backup and restore, the ability to basically back up an entire vCenter server appliance, and it dumps its files that make up the appliance, so about 11 or 12 files, in one of the supported target backup locations, so we can leverage HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, FTPS, and SCP. In 6.7, we introduced the scheduling option for the backup portion. We also introduced retention, allowing customers to select how much or how many backups they want to keep. And so let's say, for example, we select 5. When the 6th backup comes in, it will delete the oldest backup. From the restore perspective, we make it very simple. You just mount the ISO, click on restore, and now we introduce a browser to select which backup you want to select, and then we'll deploy the appliance, retaining the identity, and then layer on top the backup.
Cool. So it seems to me like a great alternative to image level backup, right?
Yeah, so I mean, you have the option of doing either or. The benefit of the file-based is we do some checks, and we won't even let you back up if, let's say, a service is down. We want to make sure that a customer's backup is good, so when they have to cash in on that insurance policy per se for the backup, that they know that the restore will be good as well.
Okay, perfect. Another very nice feature is vCenter server high availability. Can you explain how this works?
Yeah, so in 6.5 we introduced native high availability, where we take the vCenter server that you have deployed and we clone it twice. So we create a passive node and then we create a witness node. And it's an active passive solution. The witness is there for split brain. And we do synchronous replication from the database side and an asynchronous replication from the file side. So if the active node goes down, within 5 minutes, the passive node will pick up and become the new active node. And now you have the option of either trying to fix what happened to the old active node and bring it up, it becomes the passive node, or you can remove it and create a new passive node. So you can use it also in conjunction with vSphere HA, because they're solving two different problems, right? vSphere HA is more for hardware failure, whereas vCenter HA is for the vCenter server application failure. So you can use them together.
Perfect. Okay, so if people need to know more and want to find you in the digital space, where they can find you?
I'm on Twitter at Emadem_Younisem. And I also blog on my own personal blog, so emadem.com, as well as the vSphere blog and the VMware Cloud blog. So I'm in multiple spaces.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure, thanks for having me.